You're watching BBN Tonight on your official UK sports station, LEX 18. Presented by Central Bank, the official bank of UK athletics.
Kentucky senior diver Chase Lane has earned a lot of praise in his career, including being a 2021 Olympic trials qualifier and being named the SEC men's swimming and diving scholar athlete of the year.
But Chase's life and success has not come without some serious struggles. It was my honor to lend my voice to a story like this, put together by the University of Kentucky Sports Video Department. Suffering can be like a purifying fire. It's a strange gift. It burns away false hopes and distractions. University of Kentucky senior diver Chase Lane finds strength in his weaknesses. On paper, the 2018 SEC Freshman of the Year and two-time platform silver medalist appeared to face little adversity in his life. But deep down, like so many others, Chase was feeling overwhelmed with depression and anxiety. Unable to cope any longer, Chase turned to a mentor and friend who guided him towards relationships and love. His weaknesses were made strong. It was time for Chase to leave Kentucky better than how he found it.
If you're going to do something, you have to do it to 100% of your capability.
A former gymnast turned world-class diver, Chase continued to develop into a top-tier high school performer. He quickly made his way onto plenty of D1 coaches' radar, including Kentucky diving coach Ted Hawtall.
Something told me, just kept going, this is the guy, this is your guy, this is the guy. And I just turned my recruiting really in that moment.
Whether a coaching intuition, a higher calling, or some combination of the two, Coach Hawtall's added recruiting focus on Chase somehow cut through the noise.
The day he committed was it was a crazy day. Calls me at like 6 in the morning and I'm in practice and it's, real early. Never had a recruit call me at 6 in the morning.
I woke up around 4:30, bawling my eyes out. I had no idea why. All these thoughts about Kentucky just raced through my head. And it was like just this huge conviction of, you have to go to Kentucky. And I called Ted. I said, hey Ted, I have some bad news for you.
You're stuck with me for 4 years.
And he laughed over the phone. He was a little bit confused. He's like, what in the world? Did he just like, what?
It was his way of saying, hey, I'm coming. I was pumped.
I knew if I came here, I'd be taken care of. If anything goes wrong, I'd trust that man to take care of you.
But the joys of beginning college quickly faded. Shortly into his first semester at Kentucky, Chase seemed off. Something was different.
As we turned into December, started to kind of like, his walk changed. He was looking more trouble.
I never had freedom, like free time to myself, never had a social life at all. My schedule was full up until 9 o'clock.
You could just tell that there were some things going on. And he also let it out. He was like, I'm in a dark place.
The struggles really hit when I just couldn't handle it anymore. And I started to isolate myself.
Chase felt himself needing a new path to follow. Looking for answers, he turned to his coach for guidance and prayer.
Trying to rely upon himself all the time was going to be tough, but if he could get outside of himself and realize, kind of that I don't have to control everything, God's got me.
He knew that providing me with the Word of God, providing me with resources, providing me with just a friendship, a relationship. That's the key word, a relationship. That I was gonna be able to get out of this.
Even through his struggles, Chase continued to excel in the pool. He went on to qualify for the NCAA championships in Minneapolis, Minnesota.
He is the only freshman in this final.
What should have been a positive trip to cap off an impressive freshman campaign ended up being one of the lowest days in Chase's life.
I dropped the guys off. We're gonna go back and watch an event, and he's like, can I stay in the car with you? We're talking, and he just starts crawling up, crawls up between, and he just comes in, and he just lays on me and just cries, And that was that I didn't care about the diving at all. I didn't know how dark he was gonna get that night.
I called my mom, and I remember calling her and saying, "Mom, I'm done. I can't do this anymore. Thanks for all you did, but I just can't do this anymore." And that's the biggest regret to this day of my life.
I see him tweet. I texted him. I said, hey, do you need somebody to talk to?
And we just talked about life, talked about what was going on, and talked about how we could get through this.
This is a person that I care about, and I'm in this position to do whatever it is that I think is the best at this moment in time. For me, that was just talking to him and listening to him and, you know, telling him whatever came to my heart.
That was the day that I didn't think for sure I was leaving that place. I was certain and I was determined that I was gonna kill myself. Everything that I thought was right in my life was wrong in that moment. And I remember thinking, I'm not leaving this place.
Thanks to his support system, Chase did leave that place. He returned home and received a phone call, one that would give him the resources he needed to help with his mental health.
I got a call from Mitch Barnhart a couple of days later, just checking up on me, saying, "Hey, how are you doing? I just want to be in your life. I want to know how I can help you." That meant the world to me. Got me hooked up with a small group on campus, and I went to that small group and I just talked and I shared my story.
Wildcats under diving coach Ted Houtow go 1-2.
A lot has happened in the 3 years following the 2018 NCAA championships. Chase has gone on to become a 3-time All-SEC selection, a 2-time SEC silver medalist, and has qualified for the 2021 U.S. Olympic trials. More importantly, he's embraced strategies to better maintain his mental health. As a member of the UK Athletics Student Athlete Advisory Committee, Chase felt another calling. He volunteered to become the chair of the Mental Health Subcommittee.
This is what I want to do. I'm determined to let people know that it's okay. I've had a story. You have a story. I want you to share that story to the world. Let them know that it's okay to be vulnerable. Let them know that their weakness is made strong. And let them know that their story is going to impact somebody else.
Has really, you know, developed himself and become a champion for other athletes.
As Chase continues to compete and make an impact on campus in his final season in Lexington, he can't help but be thankful for the school he woke up thinking about that early morning 4 years ago.
University of Kentucky is a place that did save my life. I had people who loved on me, cared about me, showed me resources of how we can get through this. They've invested everything into me, and so I'm going to invest everything back that I can to make this university and this program greater than what it was.
A lasting impact through a difficult journey. He was never alone. He had someone, something that will last forever.
The greatest takeaway that I will have is, honestly, I think that just the relationship with Ted. I think that's going to last my entire life.